Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss how to draw line graphs or arithmetic graphs. These are also known as time series graphs. Now, first we will discuss rules for constructing a graph or diagram. The very first, choose the form of diagrams or graphs which is capable of representing the given set of data. Dear students, as we have already discussed many types of diagrams including the bar diagrams, pie chart, histogram, ogives, frequency polygon, frequency curve. So, the very first and the most important thing is that you should choose the form of diagrams or graphs in which the data can be represented in the best way. Then, title gives information or diagrams or graphs contain means what is the information or what is about the diagram is going to depict. Then the scale. Selection of scale should be neither too small or too large. The scale should also specify the size of unit and what it represents. For example, number of persons in thousands. Then neatness. This is very important feature of the diagram that they should be presented neatly. Then attractive. Different types of lines or shades, colors, etc. can be used to make the pictures more attractive because the thing that is attractive will have a long lasting impact. Then originality helps the observer to see the details with accuracy. Simplicity, good diagrams depends upon ease with which the observer can interpret. Then the economy, the cost and labor should be exercised. Drawing a diagram means the construction of diagrams should be economical in nature. Now, as we have already discussed, that the presentation of data must be economical in terms of times, in terms of efforts, and in terms of money. Now, first we will discuss about one variable graph. One variable graph is a graph that depicts only one characteristic of a uh, feature, one characteristic of a of an information. For example, we have the temperature chart in Fahrenheit. Duration of admission means day 1, day 2, day 3 means this is daily temperature chart, and it is very much clear that we are taking time on x-axis and the frequency on y-axis. Always keep in your mind while drawing a graph, particularly time series graph, time is taken on x-axis and the given information, the related information must be given on y-axis because the entire information is in positive terms. That's why the entire graph will be in first quadrant, indicating all the values of x and all the values of y as positive. But you must keep in your mind that in first quadrant all values of x and y means x and y both are positive. In second quadrant x negative, y positive. In third quadrant x and y both negative, and in fourth quadrant x positive, y negative. So dear students, keep in your mind the graph may vary in any quadrant according to the given values of x-axis and y-axis, that is ordinate and abscissa. I think it is very much clear to you because constructing of graph is not a new phenomena for you. You have started to draw these graphs from 6th or 7th standard. So I hope you are very much aware about how to construct graph. Then we have the next topic. This is two or more than two variable graphs. Two or more than two variable graphs are the graphs that show more than one characteristics at a time. For example, there is an information about the retail prices of petrol, diesel along with the prices of crude oil. So all we are to depict three informations. Now again the year will be taken on x-axis and the remaining information will be taken on y-axis. The black line indicates the diesel, yellow line petrol, then blue line Indian crude basket. Means we are drawing a graph showing three informations simultaneously. That's why, because it indicates more than one characteristics at a time, that's why it will be a more than two variable graph. I think it is very much clear to you. Now we will discuss about merits of diagrammatic and graphical presentation. The very first merit, it represents the information into simple and understandable manner. Diagrammatic or graphic presentation leaves a lasting impact on the reader's mind because it is very simple, it is easy to understand. That's why it is very easy to remember or to keep the information in mind. Then there is no need of training or specialized knowledge in reading the diagrams and graphs. In order to understand graphs, no special knowledge is required because they are very easy to understand. After seeing a bar diagram or pie chart or line graph, we can easily conclude about what the information is and what is it providing us. For example, presently India, actually, the whole world is facing the problem of COVID-19. So, if we have a graph regarding the growth of COVID in weekly growth of COVID in Punjab or in Haryana or in Mumbai, it is very easy to understand the graph. Now, it is an attractive and effective means of presentation. It should be keep in mind that while drawing graphs or presenting the data in terms of diagram, neatness is required. Attractiveness is one of the distinct feature of this type of presentation. Diagrams and graphs facilitates a comparative glance at the data. It is very easy to compare. Suppose the spread of COVID in Haryana and Punjab is shown by a graph. It is very easy to understand that the spread of COVID-19 is more in Haryana as compared to Punjab. Then diagrammatic or graphic presentation is an entertaining means of data presentation. Uh, it is very entertaining as you have already discussed about the textual presentation, tabular presentation and histogram or the bar diagrams. Now it is very much easy to understand that which one of these is more entertaining. Definitely this is the graphic presentation. Now using graphs we can easily locate the value of certain averages such as mode and median. For example, as you have studied that histograms provide us the opportunity to locate mode graphically. Similarly, ogives means the less than ogive and the more than ogives provides us opportunity to draw median graphically. I think you are very much aware about these two concepts as we have discussed these two in our previous videos. Now, graphic presentation helps to identify correlation between the variable. बच्चे correlation refers to a definite relationship that exists between two variables. For example, there is a negative correlation between price of a commodity and its demand. As the price of the commodity increases, demand for a commodity decreases. Similarly, there is a positive correlation between price of a commodity and supply of the commodity. As price of the commodity increases, supply of the commodity also increases. We will learn more about the concept of correlation in chapter number 12. This is a part of fourth stage, that is analysis of data. So with this, merits of diagrammatical or graphical presentation is completed. Keep in your mind, it facilitates to present the data into simple and understandable manner. Then it leaves a lasting impact on the readers. No specialized knowledge is required. It presents the data in an attractive and effective means. Then Graphic presentation is quite entertaining. That's why it is very important, very convenient, very entertaining and effective mode of presenting data in terms of diagrams and graphs. Now we will discuss about the limitations. The very first, they are just the visual aids. They cannot be considered as alternatives for numerical data. Though theories and results could be easily visualized by diagrams and graphs, mathematical rigor cannot be brought in, means the presentation of data in terms of graphs and uh, diagrams do not facilitate any mathematical conclusion or mathematical calculation. Diagrams and graphs are not accurate as tabular data. Only tabular data can be used for further analysis. Graphs and diagrams, they cannot be used for further algebraic treatment. That's why they are not helpful in analysis of data, that is further or the later stages of statistical tools. Now, by diagrammatical and graphical representations, observers can be misled easily. It is possible to create wrong impressions using diagrams and graphs, because diagrams and graphs are uh, just provide us a glance, means just provide us prelim information. They do not provide us the reference with which the information is related. That's why they may provide us wrong conclusions also. So, while presenting the data in terms of diagrams or graphs, the reader or one should keep all these limitations in mind, because diagrams and uh, graphs can provide us misleading informations. So with this topic is over, but the conclusion is that the way by which data is presented, that is the data presented in terms of diagrams and uh, graphs, are very important. They are easy to present, they are quite entertaining, they are able to provide us information in a glance. A comparative information can also be uh, taken from graphical presentation, but their scope becomes limited because of the limitation. With this topic is over. Now your homework, you are to revise your chapter thoroughly, and please send me your doubts if you have any. Enjoy your day, do your work properly, have a wonderful day. Goodbye, students.